Hi, everybody. A warm welcome to our Tuesday live broadcast. I'm just going to give it a minute or two for our followers to join. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're keeping warm. It's extremely cold. I hope you are well. I hope your families are well. Hello, Olva. Welcome. Yeah, it's my favorite night of the week, Tuesday evenings here on the Victims Advocate page to share a few stories, to have a chat, answer some questions, and just to interact. If you're new on our page and this is your first time, a warm welcome. If you have joined as a supporter, a real warm welcome and thank you for joining as a supporter. I see all my admins are here. Hello everybody. I hope you're doing well. Ek hoop julle is almal warm. Dit is vrek koud daar buite. So my admin team will be available to assist you if you have any inquiries. Yeah, I'm just going to give it a minute or two more. We've been extremely busy. My phone, since I put my own phone number, my personal phone number on the page, I've been inundated with calls. I can hardly shower. Hello, Beatrice. I can hardly shower. My phone just never stops. And also the WhatsApp. So a big thank you to everybody who gets hold of me, who reports child abuse to me. That is the aim of the page, to create awareness and to tell people that there is someone that will listen to them. I don't necessarily handle all the cases myself. There are just too many cases. This is shocking. We've received the most shocking cases this week, and last night I really typed something on my own Facebook wall, and I said, my hart is moeg om te sien wat mense aan kinders doen. And it really feels like we save the one and then we miss two because we just can't get to them quick enough. And so yeah, last night I had this pain in my heart. I spoke to someone yesterday morning and it was devastating, the conversation we had. So yes, the cases reported to us are the worst of the worst. We've opened up a few rape cases on behalf of teenagers. I must also tell you that one case was reported to me via someone else. She's got her own page. She's also a public figure. And this child reached out to her, told her that she was raped by her stepfather, and even sent photographs of photographs the doctor supposedly took. And within a week, this child had an abortion. The stepfather was locked up. The case numbers didn't correspond. I told the police when I immediately report these cases, and I told the captain that I had this funny feeling because of the things that this person said. So tonight we found out, because yesterday now the child had committed suicide, so I said, okay, I need the death certificate so we can stop this inquiry. The case can't continue, and since we asked for the death certificate, someone tonight told this celebrity public figure that this was just a hoax. And I sent them a voice note and I said, it might be a hoax to you, but let me tell you, the photographs that you sent, the statements that you made, I will make sure that we open up criminal charges against you, because you also distributed pornography. You can't send us pictures as proof that you were raped, and then it was photographs taken from the internet. So, yes, I'm extremely upset about this, not for my sake, for the sake of this public figure who thought this child confided in her, only to find out that it was a big hoax. And I saw last night, as I asked for the death certificate of the child, they had this elaborate scheme. They would phone her and say, well, this child just took tablets and there's foam coming out of her mouth, the ambulance is on her way, and they had this whole thing. And then tonight he said, well, I'm male, I hacked your account, you never spoke to them, you were taken for a fool. So I sent them a message and I said, I don't take too kindly to this. We've got too many serious cases reported to us to deal with this. This is really uncalled for. We also assisted the police with a father who threatened to set himself alight while the child was with and the ex-wife was with, and this was not the first time he did this. He poured petrol over himself. The police phoned me and they said, please come and assist us, do a drug test, and I also did a drug test on him. And yeah, it's the first time I've seen anything like that. Immediately, everything. It's a 5-panel test that Sanka used, and he was positive for everything. So he had the petrol in his eyes, he had the petrol running down him. So we had a meeting with social services today, as a social worker. I also got hold of the child's own attorney. The court appointed an attorney for this child. And I'm going to also give him a report about what happened there. It's terrible to see that, and this is not the first time. This father has set cars alight. He has been implicated in several serious crimes, and he's a real threat to this child. He was a few meters from this child, and he had the lighter, and he kept on flicking the lighter, and all it took was just for him to go close to the child and light him, strike the lighter. So yeah, that was extremely serious. And when they put him in the cells, I said, why? I asked him, why did you do this? Although he was so high. And he said, I wanted to see my child. And I said, well, do you think that this will make it any better? You're just making it worse. And your child is hysterical. That child is extremely traumatized, and he has been, due to everything that this father has done. And this must stop. This must stop now. And we're going to give Mom and the child's attorney all the information that we have and that we can provide to keep this little boy safe. His father is a drug addict. His father is a drug dealer, a known drug dealer, and he's an extremely dangerous man. So, yeah, when I did my statement, I went back and I took my address out. And I explained to them why my address is not included in the statement. So, yeah. Things are getting worse. I don't know if it's the COVID, if it's just because things are so bad in homes. Sometimes I just look at the information we receive and I think to myself, I cannot handle the cruelty, the abuse children suffer at the hands of the people that are supposed to take care of them. I cannot for the life of me think how parents can allow their children to be raped, and then the youngest one is 14 months old. I can't believe the cruelty of mankind anymore. Just when I think I've seen it all, something more terrible is sent to me. So I will post. I haven't had time to post on the wall. We've been just so busy. I get up before 6. I'm on the phone. People WhatsApp me 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning for help. And I assist where I can when I hear the phone that time of the morning. So yeah, it's really hectic. In between, we've had meetings with several heads of departments and other NGOs. We're also busy with a few things behind the scenes that are very urgent and extremely serious. So we have been in contact with the Chief Justice, the National Prosecuting Authority. We've spoken to Advocate Nell's office. So yes, we are extremely busy, and I will get time to post the stories. Hopefully tomorrow. Thursday we're busy, Wednesday we're busy, Thursday, about Friday I'll start sharing stories again. It takes a lot of time for me to construct the stories so that I can still protect the children, protect the parents, and but create awareness at the same time. I'm just so thankful that this page has afforded us the opportunity to get to the most serious cases. And I had a Zoom meeting this morning. Well, it was supposed to be a Zoom meeting. It didn't turn out to be a Zoom meeting because nothing worked this morning. So we had a long meeting, myself and two senior officials of an organization, and we spoke about everything that's going on, and we raised concerns, and we raised so many issues, and we must address this with parties that can really come to the party and assist us. Ek is jammer, Lorna, dis nie by my nie, my fiber is 100%. So yes, hi Cameron, so I will post. Sabine se maak, yeah, we also got word of the mom with baby number 10, you know, that she ran away while they were both COVID positive. We know where they are at this stage. So I have given the information to social services. It's been hectic, guys. It's really been hectic. I told JP this morning, I wish I can shower with my phone and do my hair and do my makeup with the phone in my one hand. And I need to phone everybody back. So, yeah, and people say, well, I can't get hold of you. Well, I'm on the phone, and I've been on the phone for an hour and a half. Ek soek hulp, Tannie. Marika, asseblief, my nommer is hierso. Moet asseblief nie hierso enigstens daaroor praat nie. Asseblief, laat ons nie die kinders se identiteite hier bekend maak nie. My maatskaplike werkers, goodness, my admin sal vir jou my direkte nommer gee, want asseblief nie die sake hier bespreek nie. We cannot identify children on the group. We can also not identify parents. So please, thank you for all your well wishes. We are well. I feel much better. So thank you for all your prayers. And thank you for every share. Please share this video while we are busy. We need to create more awareness, and ek sê dit altyd. We need to tell people look what's going on around in your town, in your street, in your neighborhood, in your family. Wat maak? Ronel, asseblief, moet dit nie hier bespreek nie. Moet dit asseblief nie hier bespreek nie. Julle het my persoonlike nommer, asseblief. Please do not share any information about cases on this live video, please. My number is on the page and my admins will give you the number. We need to protect the children. Dis doodreg. Tanya, ek wil hê everybody must understand. I'm one person. I speak to hundreds of people every day. Literally, I can show you my phone. How many open WhatsApps I have. How many emails I send. How many calls I make. So I'm really doing my best to get to everybody. I've also, the past week, with all the riots and everything, I will go and Google the nearest welfare. These are not that serious cases, and I will screenshot that and send it to the people who ask me for assistance, because really, guys, I'm not everybody's PA. And yeah, if people can just also send the email, you can stay anonymous, and you can report the case yourself. So I give them the tools to do it themselves. I really don't have time to refer all the cases to all the welfare organizations right across South Africa, all by myself. Michelle, ongelukkig nie. Dit is ongelukkig. Kan iemand my nie help nie. Maar baie dankie dat jy aanbied. The cases we work with are confidential. The cases and the evidence we are sent can traumatize a lot of people. And we can't have this information in anybody's hands. We must work with sensitivity. We must work in the framework of the law. So, unfortunately, that's something I can't outsource. Ja, ongelukkig moet ek self met dit werk en ek moet self almal beantwoord, en ek dink die afgelope 2 weke as ek 150 e-mails gestuur het, is dit min. En dit is net referrals. Ja, Martie, ek het ook al gevra dat mense my net CC, maar ja, dit gebeur nie. En dit voel al asof mense glad nie wil aanmeld nie. Net vir my 'n WhatsApp tik en sê, asseblief, help hierdie kinders. Dan sê ek, nee, asseblief. Hierso, ek screenshot dit vir jou. Gaan na hulle toe, hier is hulle e-mail, meld dit aan asseblief. Hierdie is nie so ernstige saak dat ek betrokke moet raak nie. Ek moet sif. I need to sit down and see which cases really need my attention and which cases can be just reported to social services. And it must be on paper. I've said it before, please don't phone social services and speak to someone, because they've got so much work. They put the phone down and they forget. But if you send an email, then the email is there and they don't forget. Hallo Anna, baie welkom. Dankie Ina, baie dankie. Yeah, I'm only one person, so I really try my best to get to everybody. Baie dankie julle. Baie dankie dat jy hier is vanaand. So yes, guys, we really, I'll share the information on for the supporters only. That's my way to say thank you. This is a publishing page. So you subscribe to the publishing page. With that subscription, we rescue the children. I was asked twice this week, how I do this with the minimal support that I do get. We don't get any funding. A special thanks, I must also remember this, a special thanks to care hospitals who donated the love bags, and also attorneys who donated cups, these sippy cups. I'll take a photograph and I'll also thank them on the page. And thank you to Absolute Security, because I wasn't available. They made sure that they were there to take the 100 bags, and they really come in handy when social services decide that they are going to remove the children. We give them each a goodie bag, and in the bag is a blanket and a toothbrush and a face cloth and soap, a soft toy. I was also sent some blankets, so thank you very much. It's a pleasure, Shireen, it's a pleasure. I've said this for the past week when we spoke to the Chief Justice to their office, when we spoke to the National Prosecuting Authority. I told them our passion is to rescue children. That is our passion, that's our mission, that's our goal, and we won't stop. We won't stop. Where we are needed, we will intervene with the help of social services and or the police. I will do, Cameron. Thanks, Boykie. That's my brother's son. He's here on the live. Love you, Cameron. Baie dankie, Brenda. Ons probeer ons bes met dit wat ons het. Please join as a supporter. I think it's still R42.99 a month. The admins will also give you the EFT details. And become part of this solution, because that is what we use, the subscriptions, to rescue the children, to drive 600 kilometers, do whatever we need to do. We can't drive back 600 kilometers, so we stay over, drive back 600 kilometers, go back, come back. So we sometimes do 15,000 kilometers easily. Thank you so much for your kind words. Child abuse is not only my problem, it's not only your problem, it's everybody's problem. So please invite friends also to the page. We've got close to 60,000 followers, not subscribers. I must just, that's not subscribers. Followers who follow the page. But the subscribers are not even 1% of the total of the followers that we have. So that will give you a rough estimate of how many supporters we do have, subscribers we do have. Thank you, Alta. Thank you so much. We've got supporters on this group who also are on the elite supporter group. They EFT, because some people prefer to EFT and not go through PayPal, and I do have respect for that. Estelle, the admins will give you the EFT details. Has cases dropped? No, honey, cases have increased, definitely. Cases have increased. I think it's because of families that are now jobless, more jobless, people who are now stuck with each other. Physical abuse on children are out of control. I spoke to someone who said to me yesterday, dit is asof die wêreld mal geword het. And the discussion I had yesterday morning with this kind person. When I put the phone down, I cried. My hart was letterlik gevoel asof iemand hom uit my borskas uitgeskeer het en hom op die grond gegooi het en net op my hart getrap het. Want ek kan in my lewe nie glo hoe mense so wreed kan wees nie. Engel, kom vat net hierdie vir my asseblief. My cat is acting out. Vat net hierdie vir my asseblief. Ek kan nie glo dat ek hoor en sien en weet en my hart, dit voel asof iemand my hart so gevat het met 'n hamer en hom so in stukke so geslaan het. Want I'm one of those people that I put myself in a child's shoes. And I often think, and I look at the children and I think to myself, I wish I can pick you up and put you in the arms of God. Ek wens ek kan jou in God se arm sit, laat hy jou net kan vashou, sodat jy kan weet, ons is hier. Ons is dalk nie betyds gewees om jou te red van die ergste nie, maar ten einde laaste het ons by jou uitgekom. And that also gets to me sometimes. I feel that it's 2 years too late. This case was reported to me 2 years too late. So ja, as jy die dinge hoor, wat gebeur met die kinders, hoe die kinders gemartel word. Ja, Maraai, sy's 'n showstopper. As jy hoor hoe kinders gemartel word, as jy hoor die dinge wat ouers met kinders doen, ek dink julle sal opgooi as ek 'n kans kan kry om vir julle te sê. En ek ken glad nie hierdie saak of hierdie kind of iets nie, maar net die dinge wat ek gehoor het. Net die dinge wat ek gehoor het, is genoeg om, ek is seker, groot mense sal opgooi, as ek hulle regtig moet vertel, wat ek gehoor het van hierdie onbekende kind, wat net so, die verskriklikste, dit klink asof hy in 'n Auschwitz-kamp was, waar hy so gemartel is. En dit breek 'n mens se hart. Dit breek my hart om te dink, you will always carry this with you. You are old enough to always remember this. And you will always be old enough to remember every single thing that happened to you. Hoe hierdie mensies gaan opstaan, weet ek nie. En ons het ook oor 'n ander saak gepraat, wat ek gesê het, wat vir my 'n baie striking saak is, en mense sê altyd die Springs monsterhuis, daai Springshuis, en dan dink ek by myself, goodness, I walk into houses that are worse than that, but that made the headlines. So, ja, die hartseer, die absolute hartseer van kinders, kan ek nie eens vir julle beskryf nie. Ek kan nie eens dit vir julle verduidelik in woorde nie. En ek dink as ek dit moet op 'n video sit en dit share, gaan 2/3 van die mense hierso 'n trauma counselor nodig hê. En dan, ja, dankie Nikkie. En dan word daar gesê die ouers is stout. Die ouers is stout. Ek kan nie vir julle sê hoe despise ek dit nie. Ek kan nie vir julle sê, Nikkie, hoe ek dit despise, dat ouers stout genoem word, wat kinders so wreedaardig martel. Laat nie een van hierdie groot mense wat vanaand hier is, en ons is oor die 200, ons is hier by die 260, dat een van hierdie 260 mense by hulle self sal kan luister en sien wat hier gebeur het en die ouers kan merk as stout nie. Ek despise dit. Dit is nie stout nie. 'n Hondjie is stout wat sy been teen 'n tafel lig. 'n Hondjie is stout as hy plante uit die tuin uitgrawe. 'n Kind is stout as hy skree in die winkel vir 'n speelding wat hy 1000 van in sy kas het. Ouers wat dit aan hulle kinders doen, is monsters, is evil, is die cruelste van die cruelste evil. En ek het so 'n paar weke terug het ek gesit in the presence of evil. Ek het mense so gekyk en ek het gedink, julle is so evil, ek weet nie eers hoe om met julle te deel nie. Ek weet nie eers hoe om vir julle te kyk nie. Cameron, I will do, boykie. Hello Kayla, hello Danica, love you girls. Let me just get Cameron. Hallo Kayla, hallo Danica. Ouers, asseblief Linkie, asseblief. Ouers wat dit aan hulle kinders doen, is nie stout nie. Ouers wat hulle kinders neglect, en ouers maas wat toelaat dat paas hulle kinders verkrag. En ouers wat kinders slaan, dat hulle sulke klein ingetrekte mensies is. En wat hulle kinders gooi met kookwater, is nie stout nie. Ek wil nie graag hier vloek nie. Want ek weet daar's kinders wat hierna kyk, en asseblief julle moenie dat jong kinders hierdie goed kyk nie. Daai kinders, daai ouers is nie stout nie. Hulle is die wreedste van die wreedste wat daar is. So, dit tref my soos 'n vrotkolie in my maag. Dit voel asof iemand my met 'n hamer slaan. Want as ek my selfoon moet oopmaak en vir mense wys wat op my selfoon vir my gestuur word, en die sake waarmee ons deel, die verkrachtingssake wat ons open, dan is dit 'n 6-jarige dogtertjie. So was haar pappa stout, of haar mamma stout. Ek het 'n weersin daarin as mense sulke ouers stout noem. Ek het 'n weersin daarin as mense ouers wat dwelms gebruik en gevang word met dwelms in hulle besit, en genoeg dwelms om hulle te kan verklaar as 'n dwelmhandelaar, en iemand beskryf daai ouers as stout. Ek het 'n baie groot probleem met dit. Ons kan nie sugarcoat nie. Die tyd van sugarcoat is lankal verby. Ons is groot mense. As daai kinders daarmee moet deel, dan kan ons sekerlik maar oop en eerlik hieroor praat as groot mense, as volwassenes, as mense met gesonde verstand wat weet, dit is verkeerd. Dit is verkeerd om op heroin te wees en 'n baba te hê wat so gestrem is, dat daai baba net lewe. Die baba lewe net. Die baba is net. Die baba het geen toekoms nie. So die ouers was nie stout nie. Die baba lewe net, haal net asem. Hy kan nie sien nie, hy kan nie hoor nie, hy het geen emosie op sy gesig nie, hy het nie hande nie, hy het nie voete nie, weens heroin gebruik. En die ouers is stout. Sulke goed dryf my regtig waar, en ek voel as 'n kind van 3, 4, 5, 6, deur al hierdie goed self moet daardeur lewe. Self moet dit moet deel, met op 'n sementvloer slaap, met verkrachting, uitverhuuring deur ouers, molestering deur hulle eie paas, hulle maas wat daarvan weet. Hoekom kan ons as groot mense nie hieroor gesels hier nie? Hoekom kan ek dit nie noem soos wat dit is nie? As daai kinders daarmee moet deel, hoekom kan ons as groot mense dit nie net op die naam noem wat dit is nie? Want dit is wat dit is. It is what it is. En dit help nie ons sugarcoat nie. Dit help nie, ek skets vir julle 'n prentjie hiervan. Dit is net ouers wat geval het nie. Dit is net ouers wat 'n foutjie gemaak het nie. Moenie 'n foutjie maak as jy kinders het nie. As jy foutjies wil maak, asseblief loop in by maatskaplike dienste en sê, vat asseblief my kinders. Ek wil foutjies maak, ek wil stout wees. Ek wil stout wees, maar ek wil nie hê die maatskaplike werker moet met daai mal vrou met die pink hare, hier by my voordeur opdaag, met net so 'n lang brief. So asseblief, as jy wil stout wees, en jy wil al hierdie dinge doen, gaan gee jou kinders asseblief by maatskaplik af. Moet asseblief in Vader se naam nie 'n kind verwoes nie, want die kanse dat daai kind op daai ouderdom kan herstel, is bitter skraal. Bitter skraal. Ons kan nie meer vir mekaar stront die verkoop nie. Ek kan nie meer vir julle sê, dit is 'n foutjie wat iemand gemaak het nie. As jy gevang word met 'n sak vol dwelms, met jou baba op jou heup, besig om dit te verkoop, is dit nie 'n foutjie nie. Jy het die besluit gemaak, jy het die daad gedoen, jy het geweet wat jy doen, en jy het geweet wat sal die konsekwensies wees. Dan vra mens, hoekom pleeg kinders selfmoord om uit hierdie situasies uit te kom? Dan vra ons, hoekom 'n kind van 12 ander kinders mee lol en dinge met hulle doen wat so afskuwelik is, wat 'n mens net in pornografiese video's en goed sien, maar daai kind het dit iewers gesien. Daai kind was daaraan blootgestel. Dit was met die kind gedoen. So, dit is te erg vir mense om dit te luister. Dit is te erg vir 'n koerant om dit te cover. Dis, mense wil dit net nie hoor nie. Moet ons nie, maar daai kinders moet daarmee lewe. Daai kinders moet daarmee lewe. So jy's nie stout nie. Ek wens ek kan dit sê, wat ek bitter graag wil sê. Jy moet nie kinders hê nie. Punt, klaar, stop. Ja, amen. Punt, klaar. Moenie kinders hê nie. Moenie 'n kindjie in hierdie wêreld bring sonder arms of tone waar sy handjies moes wees. Sonder voete. Sonder dat hy kan sien, hoor en hy net verstik in sy melk. Moenie kinders in hierdie wêreld bring as jou enigste worry 'n heroïnenaald in jou arm is nie. Moet nie. As jy nie van plan is om vir daai klein mensie te sorg nie, moenie hulle in die wêreld bring nie, asseblief. Asseblief moet dit nie doen nie. Dankie dat julle sê. Dit is 'n ewel. Ek het gisteraand gesê, dit voel asof ek net met bose magte werk. Julle weet, ek praat nie so nie. Maar dit voel asof mens teen die bose beklei. Asof 'n mens, jy wil vir hierdie kind net die beste hê. En jy kyk vir hierdie kind en jy weet sy siel is so geknak, of haar sielietjie is so geknak. En die dinge wat met daai kind gebeur het, sal ons as groot mense hier nie kan hanteer nie. Ek sal baie van die goed wat ek sien, wat met kinders gebeur, sal ek nie kan hanteer as 'n groot mens nie, en ek is 52 jaar oud. So, van daai kinders, nou sê die ma, ek wil nie meer my kind hê nie, asseblief, hy is 11, hy is buite beheer, ek wil hom nie meer hê nie. Kom haal hom, stuur maatskaplike dienste om hom te kom haal. Of hulle, dankie Tanya, baie dankie dat jy dit sê, baie dankie. En ek is seker Tanya, jy stem saam met my, they are not stout. Hulle is nie stout nie, hulle is evil personified. Ek kyk vir hulle en ek dink by myself, maar God se wraak op julle neerkom, soos wat julle in julle lewe nie gedink het, dit kan nie. Ek kan nie glo wat mense doen nie. Ek wens uit die diepte van my hart uit. Ek kan vir julle iemand kry om so 'n hele sessie wat hulle met 'n kind het, wat uit sulke omstandighede, asseblief, julle moet share, Amelia. Share asseblief hierdie video. Ek wens, ek kan net 'n opname maak van die dinge wat kinders kwytraak. En wat hulle vertel wat met hulle gedoen was. En iemand sê nou die dag vir my, sy dink die kind die het vir die forensiese sielkundige gejok. En ek sê asseblief, die kind is 3 jaar oud. 'n Kind van 3 jaar oud kan nie 'n forensiese sielkundige pool nie. Sy kan nie, dis nie moontlik nie. 'n Kind van 3 kan nie 'n vrou wat hierdie werk al 20 jaar doen en gesertifiseer is as 'n forensiese sielkundige bullshit nie. Face reality, own responsibility. Vat responsibility for something that happened to your child. I'm not talking about parents who did not know that someone in the family was hurting their children. Ek wil ook hê julle moet dit mooi verstaan. I'm not talking about parents who did not know that their child was being molested by someone in the family, or a grandfather, uncle, and cousin, or something like that. I'm really not talking about this. And you can't blame those parents for what happened to their children, and they are always the parents who open up the cases. They are the parents that come to me and say, please help us, where do we go from here? So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about parents who are abusers, who abuse their children themselves. Ja, daar's Suzette in ons wêreld wil ons hê dat mense hulle kinders koester en jy wil hê dit moet 'n mensie wees wat enig sy eie familie het of na eie familie het. Nie 'n kind wat so getraumatiseer is dat daai kind omtrent nie 'n woord kan sê nie. Ek hoor so ruk terug van 'n kind wat so getraumatiseer is dat die kind sulke bosse hare uit sy kop uittrek, julle. Sulke kalkolle op sy kop van trauma, van vrees. Dan trek hulle die hare uit hulle koppies uit. Hoe kry jy ooit daai kind? Hoe kry jy ooit daai kind om te herstel na sulke trauma? Dan vra ons, hoekom vat 'n kind 'n mes en sny haar arms amper af? Dan vra ons dit. Dan moet ek vir ma sê, want as jy met my so gepraat het, soos wat jy met haar praat, en my so behandel het, soos wat jy met haar behandel, sou ek ook so met jou gepraat het. As jy wil hê, jou kind moet 'n goeie produk wees, dan voer jy jou kind met goeie dinge. As jy wil hê, jou kind moet 'n slegte produk wees, dan voer jy daai kind met slegte dinge. En ek praat ook nie hier, en ek wil dit mooi duidelik stel, want ek wil nie hê mense moet my misverstaan nie. Ek praat nie van jy het jou kind groot gemaak, en hier op 20 ontdek jou kind al wat 'n dwelm is nie. En hy gaan groot nie. Dit kan hy nie voor jou deursit nie, want hy ken die verskil tussen verkeerd en reg. And we live by the choices we make. So as hy daai eerste heroin naald in sy arm druk, is dit nie jou skuld nie, mamma. Jy het vir hom goed groot gemaak, tot daar waar hy is, en klaar groot mens geword het. Daarna is jy nie meer verantwoordelik vir wat hy doen nie. Dit is net so goed om 'n ma verantwoordelik te hou as haar kind 'n moord gepleeg het. Jy kan nie die ma verantwoordelik hou daarvoor nie. Die persoon wat dit doen, moet verantwoordelik gehou word daarvoor. So, ja, kinders is 'n produk van wat sekere ouers hulle maak. En ek het julle ruk terug vertel van hierdie ma's wat stop by maatskaplike dienste. 7 jaar oue seentjie sê ek wil hom nie meer hê nie. Ek wil hom nie meer hê nie. Ek wil nie meer na hierdie. Ek wil nie hierdie kind hê nie. Dan laai sy hom af met 'n ou rugsakkie, daarin is 'n halwe pak vrot 2-minute noodles, wat my natuurlik van my kop af dryf. Vodde klere, 3 stukkies klere, en sy los hom daar en sy draai hom en sy loop weg. Doen dit dan eerder, as wat jy jou kind opoffer vir jou dwalms. doen dit dan eerder, as jy nie kan sien vir daai mensie wat nie gevra het om hier te wees nie. Vanessa, jy sal verbaas wees hoe min kinders vandag in valligheid geneem word weens drank. Ek dink in al die tyd wat ons hierdie doen, het ons een kind gehad weens drank. Die res is almal dwelms. Dwelms, hardcore dwelms. Ek praat nie van dagga nie. Julle moet weet, dagga is wettig, maar jy kan dit nie koop nie en jy kan dit nie verkoop nie. So jy moet dit kweek in jou tuin, een plantjie en jy kan vir hom droog en jy kan vir hom rook. Almal het mos nou ewe skielike siekte, as hulle met die dagga. Maar 'n kinderlandroste kyk nie baie mooi na so iets nie, want jy kan nie vir my sê jy trek 2 dagga sigarette foos en dan kan jy nog steeds na jou kinders kyk nie. So daar is mense wat verby dit kyk, maar daar is ook mense wat nie daar verby kyk nie. Marisel, ons kinders, hierdie kinders wat ons red, is almal tussen die ouderdom van 2 dae af oud tot 13, 14. Wat gaan van hulle word? Wat gaan van hulle word? Hoe gaan hulle ooit contributing citizens van hierdie land wees as hulle al klaar so gebroke is? 'n Landros het eendag vir my gesê, elke keer wat 'n ma inspuit heroïne of meth of wat ook al sy vat, oxycodone of wat ook al hulle vat, mandrakes, noem dit wat jy wil. Elke keer as sy swanger is, dan verander sy die chemikalieë in die kind se brein, want die kind word gevoer deur die umbilical cord. So nou kry daai kind se brein die dwelms in en die chemical balance van die kind se brein word gealter. So nou gee sy geboorte aan die kind en sy bors vir die kind kry die dwelms in. Net soos ma se brein, reproductive system, die hele lot geaffekteer word daai kind se brein elke liewe keer die chemical balance in sy brein word verander. Ons gaan oor 'n paar jaar, gaan ons sit met 'n hele generasie kinders wat psigose gaan hê, 'n hele generasie kinders wat se liggame gaan smeek vir dwelms, want al vat jy daai kind weg van ma af, en die kind gaan deur onttrekkings, and remember, these parents never want to go to rehab, or they go and they stay there for 2 days and they run away. So, they're not prepared to go through all the withdrawal symptoms, but they will give it to their babies. Ek wens ek kan vir julle wys hoe lyk 'n baba wat onttrekkings het. Daai baba trek sy in een beentjies, armpies, so vuisies so bymekaar en skreeu. Dit klink nie soos 'n baba wat skree nie. Maar hulle sal dat daai baba daai onttrekkings het. En al gaan die baba, kry die baba behandeling en gaan die baba goed aan. Daai lyfie is soos enige drug addict. If you have been through rehabilitation, your body will always ask for a fix. The same with that child. So daai kind se lyfie sal altyd vra vir 'n dwelm, altyd. So hulle gaan aan en aan met hulle gedrag tot hulle by iemand kom en hulle vat een keer meth, kan is daai kind. Julle weet, kinders leer ook behavior aan. Kinders kan psigose aanleer by ouers. Kinders kan paranoia aanleer by hulle ouers. Want hulle is op die dwelms, hulle is paranoid and they're psychotic and they rant and they are aggressive and they've got rage, and the children learn that they start to mimic their parents, and hulle leer dit vir hulle self aan. So dis soos 'n ice, 'n avalanche. This is an avalanche. It just never stops. Ja, well done, Vanessa. Chanel, ja, 'n groot mens, even an adult on heroin withdrawals can pass away, can die, because the withdrawals are so severe. That's why they give them methadone and also morphine. But because they can die. Dit is die ergste om dit te sien. Daai kleintjies te sien, so skree, die lyfie, it's physical pain for that babies to go through. So die stoute ouers, daai stoute ouers. Julle weet daai stoute ouers het nou veroorsaak dat hierdie kind 'n verskriklike, dankie gebrek, verskriklike pyn is. Maar pyn wat hulle nie self voor kan sien nie. Yeah, Angelique, it becomes the child's new normal. Even when social services say, okay, we found the proof, we've done this, we are removing these children. Even when children are removed out of a house where they had to endure the cruelest of the cruelest. They were raped, they were sexually molested, they never had food, they slept on a concrete floor. It's even traumatic for those children to be removed because that's all they know. That's their normal. And then you rip the carpet out from under them and they are placed in a place of safety or in foster care. And then it's the parents' job. And ek haal my hoed af vir elke foster parent, vir elke plek van veiligheid wat daai kleintjies kry in the worst ways possible. They are traumatized. They soil themselves. They have nightmares. They are still recovering from physical abuse. And they must take that little persons and they must show them love and they must win their trust because they don't trust easily as well because people have hurt them. And for the first week or two they do ask for their parents, but some of them never ask for their parents. It's as if a month after they were secured, they realize, okay, well, we don't smell bad anymore. Our hair is not full of lice anymore. We are not raped anymore. We've got clean beds to sleep in. We're not used to beg with anymore. En dan besef daai kinders, okay, maar hang on. Ek hoor wat iemand anders te my vertel waar sy kom en met kinders praat en hulle sê vir haar, Tannie kan ons maar, en sy is 'n maatskaplike werker, en die kinders sê vir haar, Tannie kan ons maar saam met jou ry asseblief. Sy het 'n huisbesoek gaan doen. The children ask her, can we leave with you please? We don't want to stay here. Can we leave with you? Why will children ask to leave with a social worker if there is not need, if that's not their way to reach out for help? So ja, it's not getting better. Ja, ek weet jy wat Lisel, ek vat exception na daai woord stoute ouers en sies tog en kry hulle jammer. Ek doen nie, ek is bitter jammer. Ek voel vir daai ouers soveel. Ek kyk die gebroke kinders en ek dink by myself, God wees asseblief saam met elkeen van hierdie kinders en hou hulle vas en hou hulle van hier af. Dit is wat tot hier toe is ons het hulle, maatskaplik het hulle nou vir ons gered. Die dinge gaan nou vorentoe, ons maak ons kriminele sake oop. Van hier af, Here, vra ek, hou hulle net vas en loop saam met hulle hierdie pad. So ja, ek wens ek kan net vir mense smackbang in hulle gesigte die waarheid gooi, maar ek dink altyd sal ek my soe vir trauma counselling, en die ander helfte sal nie daarmee kan deel nie. Sal beslis nie daarmee kan deel nie. So ja, julle vanaand was nou nogal 'n driftige aand. Ek voel baie sterk oor hierdie ding. Ek voel regtig baie sterk. Ek gaan in die toekoms en almal ken my wat al 'n pad saam met my stap hier en hier is baie mense wat al 'n lang pad saam met my stap. Ek noem 'n spade spade en die een wat nie daarvan hou nie, ek is so jammer. Cry me a river en ek sal vir jou 'n simpatiekaartjie ook stuur. Maar hier gaan ons die waarheid praat. En hier gaan ons direk praat en hier gaan ek dit noem wat dit is. Hier gaan ek dit sê hoe dit is. En as maatskaplike dienste voor jou deurtjie staan en hulle sê vir jou ons gaan jou kinders verwyder met 'n vorm 36, dan moet jy vir jouself vra hoekom hulle voor jou deur is met 'n vorm 36. Dan moet jy vir jouself afvra, 'n vorm 36 is die ergste vorm wat maatskaplik en die polisie kan gebruik om 'n kind uit hulle ouers se sorg uit te verwyder na 'n plek van veiligheid toe, met baie goeie rede. So vra jouself, wat het gewarrant en wie het dit aangemeld? Want dit was iemand in jou familie, iemand in jou vriendekring, wat gesê het, genoeg is genoeg. Genoeg is genoeg, ons kan nie meer kyk hoe hierdie kinders verwoes word nie. Ons kan nie meer kyk waardeur hierdie kinders gaan nie. En vir elkeen van hulle wat dit aanmeld, sê ek, hats off. Shares, please invite your friends to like our page, to read through our articles. Ek gaan meer video's hier opsit. Ek weet Donovan beklei met my, ek is net so besig, ek kry nie tyd om dit te doen nie. Ja, Martie, ek sê ook kraai 'n river en ek sal vir hulle 'n bruggie, 'n leertjie stuur om oor dit te kom en ek het wel soen kaartjie. Maar van nou af gaan ons hierso al call a spade a spade. Almal wat my regtig ken en my persoonlik ken en vir baie jare ken en ek weet hier is landroste wat kyk vanaand. Hier's mense van die Hooggeregshof wat kyk vanaand. Hier is maatskaplike werkers wat kyk vanaand. Ek is seker hier's 'n paar gesinsadvokate wat ook kyk vanaand. En almal van hulle en al die maatskaplike werkers met wie ek te doen het, almal in die polisie met wie ek te doen het, sal vir julle sê ek is 'n ontsettende reguit mens. Ek is as jy ooit gedink het, jy kom by my en jy kry 'n simpatie, dan sit jy die pot totaal en hom is. Dan sit jy hom, my simpatie, lê by daai kind. The child who has no voice. Dis waar my simpatie, my liefde, my alles lê, is by daai kind. So ja, as mense dink, hulle bel my en sê, maar ek is doodseker, my kind het nie, my kleinkind verkrag nie, maar hulle wil hom nie borg gee nie, en daar's 'n J88 en hulle het 'n verklaring van haar bekom, maar ek is doodseker sy het vir die forensiese, moet nie eers dit met my probeer nie, moet my asseblief nie bel nie. Moet my asseblief nie bel nie, ek sal nooit 'n perpetrator help nie. Let me make myself very clear tonight. I will never assist any perpetrator who has hurt any child. I will never help you. I will help the child. I will never help any perpetrator. I fight for the rights of abused children. I don't fight for the rights of the perpetrator. If you need someone to fight for you, I'm sure there's a whole lot of other people that you can phone, ask, contact, get hold of to assist you, but it won't be me. Nee, by my gaan jy die waarheid hoor. By my gaan jy beslis nie 'n dag sal opkry nie. So moet my dan nie eers kontak nie. Ja, julle en dan natuurlik. Ek dink ons tyd is omtrent verstreke. it's been I needed to get this off of my shoulders. I needed to speak to our supporters and followers on this page, just to give you some more insight and just to give you an idea of what we work with every day and what we see every day. And also, ja, dit is waar wat jy sê, Anne-Marie. And also to give you an idea what we stand for and what we will not do, and that is to support any perpetrator. I will not. My support is with the children who cannot fend for themselves, who cannot defend themselves, who cannot speak up for themselves, the most vulnerable of the vulnerable. I support them. So, ag, dankie Olwa, baie dankie. En ja, stig 'n stoute ouer groepie en ja. Ek lees nou comment hier, stig 'n stoute groepie ouer groepie wat ook al. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for allowing me into your homes. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me. Please support us. Please join as a supporter. It's only R42.99 at this stage. Invite your friends to the page. Share the videos. Share the posts. I'll do my best to, in between everything, also share some stories with you on the Supporter Hub so that you can see what we are busy with. I really haven't had time. Baie dankie, Christel, ons is geseënd. Ons is geseënd. We are so blessed and humbled to be able to get up every morning, and I can pick the phone up, I can open and I can see, okay, this week we can assist with these cases, we can report them, we can get the help we need for the children. Elke kind by wie ons uitkom, voor daai kind erg seer gekry het, of al het die kind klaar seer gekry, is 'n kind wat ons red van moontlike toekomstige seer. So baie dankie vir julle almal, and thank you to everyone who subscribes. And we don't have thousands of subscribers, we really don't, and we've got the elite group as well. So I think someone told me the other day, well, we've got about 60,000 people who contribute, and I thought, not in my day, it's not happening. 1% of the 60,000, close to 60,000, do subscribe. So that will give you an estimate. So ja, baie dankie vir al julle gebede, vir julle mooi boodskappe. Dankie dat julle na my geluister het. Dankie dat ons hier kan kuier. Dankie vir julle support. Dankie dat julle sake by ons aanmeld. En dankie dat julle die vertroue in ons het. En jy gaan groot dinge gebeur, julle moet kyk asseblief. En ek gaan uitkom by die story share, dit is net moeilik tussenin. En baie dankie vir al julle gebede, ons waardeer dit regtig waar. En elke sukses wat ons het, sê ek ook vir die subscribers, is julle sukses ook. Wys vir julle vriende, Jessie, my R42.99 het bygedra om hierdie kind te red, hierdie 3 kinders te red, 'n verskil te maak in hierdie persoon se lewe, 'n ou mens te red. Ja, baie dankie vir ieder en elk van julle. Ek hoop julle het 'n mooi week, 'n veilige week. Ek sien daar kom verskriklike koue. Bly gesond, kyk na julleself, kyk na julle families. En verskriklik baie dankie dat julle in ons glo. Julle moet lekker slaap en veilig wees. Tot ons volgende week weer gesels. Mooi bly en lekker aan.